So I want to go through our two final charts on the platform. We've covered our buckets charts, but I want to show you how that all feeds into our safety buffer and our months left of savings chart. So in our buckets chart, we're essentially breaking four things down. Our portfolio at about 5K is 27% of our income. Our expenses at about 6K is about 32% of our income. And our lifestyle at 1600 is around 8% of our income. So all up, these three combined is what our outgoings is on a monthly basis compared to all of our income. We are saving 31% of our income at around 57%. But what would happen if we didn't have any more income and these expenses started to keep coming out? Yes, we might be able to do something about our lifestyle expense and live pretty frugally, but at the same time, when it comes to bills and mortgages and our portfolio expenses and everything else, how long do we want to be able to be comfortable with these expenses coming out? So that's where we jump into the safety buffer. We combine those three numbers together and we understand how many months and what price point do we need to cover us for those months. So if you need 2 months to cover yourself, you need about 24,000. 3 months is 37, 6 months is 74, 12 months is 150, 2 years we need about 300K, and then 5 years is around 750K. So it's really good to get an understanding of, well, how much do we need? And you can see how much we ramp up here when we go from even 12 months to 5 years worth of expenses on hand to ensure that we're covered for that period. Really essential for, even if we're really starting out in the early stages of our portfolio, we want to have a buffer. You might start at 2 or 3 months, then move to 6, then go to 12. And then the high range is really good for sort of retirement planning and what do we need heading into retirement stage of life, identifying, 5 years, we need nearly $1 million to cover ourselves over that 5 to 10 year period to ensure that we're comfortable plus more. So that's how the safety buffer graph works. And then we've got months left. So this is this is a hypothetical scenario, but say that this person had 460K in the bank. If every month we reduced our expenses, this is where we'd be after every month. So after 12 months, we'd be at 310. After 24 months, we'd be at 161. After 63 months, we'd be at 12K and essentially be finished after 37 months where we don't have any more expenses. So we've got 3 years here currently of a safety buffer, but heading down to zero after that longer term period if we don't have any other more income coming through. Bit excessive, and sort of 3 years is a long time, but this is really essential if we only have 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 months left, and we can identify what does it look like when things are a little bit tight, we want to do a next purchase, how long we've got left after we've done that next purchase in the savings moving forward from there. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more clarity on those two charts, guys, and how these three charts all sort of fit in together.